Hi, Kristin.
Hey man, how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. All things considered.
Yep. And the family's doing well?
Doing well, we're all happy and living our best life at home. We're in Laurentine's in quarantine.
That's a good one. Well, hey, it's really good to see you. And uh, for those watching, Kristin Morland is an artist here in Lawrence, Kansas, and she also works at the Lawrence Art Center, where I also work. We cross paths in the hallway quite often. Um, and yeah, so it's good to see you in these times. Um, but anyway, you're on the program, Artists and the Art That They Live With. And what did you bring for us today?
Well, I brought a piece by Heather Smith Jones from 2005, which I just found out it was from 2005. I had not really looked that closely at the date on it because I didn't see it until later. And it is called, let me just check real fast because I don't want to. It is called Nova. We always had a place to sit in her heart. So, I think it was like back in 2013, I saw this on her website, or she had done many blog posts. And I've been a fan of hers for a long time. And I think I had one piece of hers. I had one of her pinhole pieces that she did. I got it at the art auction. And she's so versatile and with everything she does. And when I saw this piece on the website, I was just like, I have to have it. I have to have that in my life, like right now. It was just very, I don't know, it was just like instant. As soon as I saw it, I just wanted it really bad. And so I messaged her, I need to know more about this. And it had such a like familiar quality to me, like for reasons that I later found out why it was familiar to me. So it's named Nova. We always had a place in her heart. So she said, I messaged her to try to like get a better sense of her process with it and then mixing it with mine. She had been doing, including drawings and figures in her work at the time. And she was looking at Leonardo da Vinci's Ginevra da Vinci as she was doing this. But as she was painting it, it started to take on the quality of her grandma. Like she started to see a lot of her face in it. And she had that chair placed over her shoulder, which I don't know. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh! It had like such a kind of a serious look with like a fun comical quality to it with the chair. Like it just really got me. And also like there was I don't know, just like a sense of like family in it. Like when I first saw it, I was just like, I need it. And I was like, I know exactly where I want it to be. And I feel like most things I bring into the house have to like really fit because, as an artist, like you have so much of your own work that you're like, I have to store this somehow.
Right.
But so like if you're gonna bring something in, it has to be like what you want. And so this just was like, I had to figure out how I can get this. And so, yeah. And I love that it's like, I love so much about it too, that like, because she is so versatile and has, you know, different mediums. And I just thought, oh, it's just like next level the doll for me. I was just like, she does everything.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and then I was like, it has to be right here. So we're in my kitchen right now.
Okay.
And so it's like part of our, which I also thought that chair, it felt very like, I don't know, it just had such a human story for me that like, it's part of our daily lives. It's in so many of, I was looking back and it's like, it's in our photos, you know, with my family. Like, I just felt so much. And then when I was like, oh, it's her family, you know, or in her mind, it's her family, which is so beautiful, I think. And funny story, I don't know if you want to hear more on this, you can hear even more if you want. The way that I hung this is right in line. I don't know, it's literally right in line with our kitchen window that goes right across to our neighbor's house. So when they're washing their dishes, they can see it. So, and like when I first got it, I was just like, you know, like leaving the light on. So it could be like illuminated in the night. I was just obsessed with it. And the person living there at the time, we had that house happened to be a rental for just a brief period of time. And the woman, there was a small family that lived there, and her name was Ginevra. And she texted me one night. She was just like, are you trying to punk me or something? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, you hung Ginevra up right where I wash my dishes. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so, yeah, and she was like, no. And it happened that I didn't find out the full story later. It just all sort of happened weirdly, because I invited Heather and Matt over for dinner, and then I found out that Ginevra and Matthew knew each other. So I was like, let's just have a big dinner. And so we did, and then I got like the full story from Ginevra that her mother had named her after that painting, after having seen it while she was pregnant. And I was like, this, because at first I was like, no, that's Nova. Like, that's my Nova. And she was like,
wow.
You're kind of crazy, or I don't know. She just was like, no, that's a famous painting. I was like, no, it's not. Well, it could be. But anyway, so like, then I went over to her house and I saw how, like, from her vantage point and like into I was like, you're right. I could see how you would think that. But anyway, like, I feel like but that like made me love it even more, that I was like I felt like she has this quality, kind of like a Mona Lisa or something, but that's like every person, like, or like you have that connection. So like I just feel it so intensely, and yeah, I just think it's everything, and it's like 15 inches square.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Matt framed it, so it has like this nice, I don't know if you can see this, it kind of flares out, which are really, the square and the proportion is just like.
That's great. Well, there were several layers in there to that story with the neighbor and her connection to the visual. But I agree with you. Like there's when there's something very familiar and you can't quite put your finger on it, but it feels like you know it. But having the opportunity to live with something, to then let that feeling sort of manifest itself in some kind of way. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty, it feels very magical and I don't know, every day I see her in a new light, like in the morning, oh, there she is. And, like, cause we're in, and I'm sure everybody else knows this, like you're always in your kitchen, like no matter how many other places you have to convene, you're still in, like the kitchen is it. And I don't know, there was something so right about it, and I don't often have those feelings.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, that's a great piece and it's a great story to go along with it. So thank you for taking the time, and I hope you guys stay well and happy, and I hope to see you all soon.
See you soon, Ben.
Take care.
Hope you're happy too.
All right. Bye-bye.